Hello students, and welcome to the Intermediate Accounting series. You're ready for a big adventure, I'll tell you what. The Intermediate Accounting series is some of the most difficult and interesting of all accounting programs. We're going to have a great time. I have good news. I'm going to be your instructor for both semesters, 2310 and 2410. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Lynette Yearberry. I'd love it if you'd call me Lynette. Now, please take a moment, if you haven't already, and read the syllabus. I plan on just hitting the highlights, but it is the agreement between you and I on how the class will work, and so it's important that you give it a read. So, moving on, here's some ways that you can contact me. Telephone numbers. Call me at home or at work, but no calls after 9, please. Here's my office number. I work on the Redwood campus, and here are my consultation hours. I'm always available by appointment. Probably the easiest way to get a hold of me is via email. I check my email several times a day, on most days. So I'm going to scroll down and talk about some important parts of the syllabus. First of all, the text. We're using the Intermediate Accounting 8th edition by Spiceland, Seppi, and Nilsson. It comes bundled with a Connect Plus access code. Both of these are required to take the course. You really will want the book. I apologize for the atrocious price, but want you to know that the book covers Accounting 2410 as well, so you only have to buy one book for 2 semesters. In a sense, it cuts the price in half. I want to point out a resource you have available to you, the Accounting Lab. The Accounting Lab is a place where you can go to get help, face-to-face help, and it has many hours. It's open on Monday through Friday, or Monday and Thursday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 p.m., and on Friday, half a day. It's closed on the weekends. You can arrange for free tutoring in the lab by appointment. See the lab aids for current availability because it changes by semester. Note, there's also a solutions manual to all of the material at the end of the chapter in the lab, and you have it yourself in your Connect Plus library. That's great news. This course is offered on-site in fall and online in the spring, or at least that's the current selections. Both formats utilize a lot of different learning experiences and include adaptive learning, discussions either in person or via video, and in on-site classes, I do some group work providing you to have peer-to-peer experience. Both of the types of courses use a course schedule that employs a read, watch, and do approach. You read a small amount of material in the book. You really have to do that in this class. Watch short related media and then do adaptive learning quizzes and homework. Let's talk about something that's always of interest, evaluation. 20% of your points come from homework and 80% come from tests, including the final. So not all points are created equally. Once you've earned some points, they're weighted according to those weights, and then they turn into percents, and that's how I grade this course. Keep in mind that you must achieve a score of at least 50% on the final exam to be even eligible to pass the course. Our official grades are maintained on the Canvas website at the pleasure of the college. Let's talk about some course specifics. First, homework. Homework assignments are an integral part of the learning process for accounting. Most of your homework is submitted on Connect, with the exception of your ePortfolio, which you submit on your ePortfolio and put your link on Canvas. I encourage you to complete your homework assignments on time. They're due at 11:59 p.m. when they're due, and the date that they're due is posted on the course schedule and on Connect. I do accept late homework, but it has a penalty, and I only accept it up until the associated chapter test due date. It has a 10% per day late penalty. Once you've taken the test or the scheduled test date has passed, homework will not be accepted for a chapter. I do this to keep A, you moving at a right pace, and B, the gradebook current. let's talk about Learn Smart. Learn Smart's on Connect. Learn Smart is an adaptive learning quiz, and it helps you achieve mastery of topics. On-site students need to complete these prior to class, so they do at 10 a.m. on the day the topic's covered in class. Online students are encouraged to complete these prior to attempting their homework. The reason I have you do this is it really brings out what you learned in your reading, and then we can have discussions and do homework from a much higher level of understanding. Learn Smart quizzes are based on completeness, not accuracy. The more questions you miss, the longer the quiz goes on. But you must finish it to get credit. That means you should really do the reading and then try the quiz. Now, course media. I have myself prepared podcast media for you to help achieve mastery of topics. The links to this media are available both on the course schedule and Connect. They're short videos demonstrating problem-solving techniques and occasionally offer alternative approaches to the way you're looking at things from the textbook. I do not grade them, but they do affect your grade because your test results are improved and your frustration is minimized, so please consider them a must-do. Students should view them after reading the material in the book, but prior to coming to class for on-site classes and prior to doing their homework for online students. Note, some of the media is a review of prior semesters' materials. You must understand accounting 11, 10, and 20 to proceed on into this course, and so, when necessary, I throw in some reviews. I've never had a complaint on that, so you might see medias that came from a different class. No, you will see them. Now here's a note. I made the media because I believe online and on-site students need some explanations and demonstrations, and maybe a redo of something they watched in class. There is no plot. The storyline is dry. I try to be somewhat amusing. Am I making you laugh? But I'm not a comedian. Guys, I'm an accountant. And sometimes my phone rings and I put you on hold, or my dogs bark in the background. I can't edit the media. I can't take those things out, and I don't really mind that they're in there. I made the videos for you for free. I didn't get paid a dime. They aren't professional productions made by textbook companies of a chatting head. They are me chatting directly to you, doing short demonstrations of difficult accounting techniques. Forgive me if you don't think they're professional. I hope you think they're worthwhile. Enough of that. Exams. There are several chapter exams and a comprehensive final. The chapter exams are taken on Connect, and they do at 11:59 p.m. on the day on the course schedule and Connect website. They can be taken after the due date, but they incur a 10% per day penalty, and they don't extend chapter homework deadline. The lovely final exam is a paper exam, and it's administered in class for on-site students and at the Distance Learning Center or in a proctored environment, if you live far away, for online students. Please keep in mind you need to score at least 50% on the final exam to be eligible to pass the course. I've never had a student in intermediate fail because they didn't pass the final, because they take it diligently and they work hard. No, you get to have one sheet of paper front and back that you can reference during the final. I'll remind you of that as we get closer. Let's talk about my favorite document, truly, the daily schedule. The course schedule is available on the Canvas homepage. It lists everything that's required of you, but most importantly, it chunks the material into what should be read, watched, and done in tiny daily doses. It's paced to follow a typical Monday, Wednesday class. It lists all assignments, all media, and all exams with due dates throughout the semester. It includes links to all of the podcasts for your convenience, so you can hit them either from Connect or from your daily schedule if you while on a computer. It does mirror what's on the Connect website, but it has many added benefits not available anywhere else. That linking of specific pages of reading to the related media and homework assignments will save you grundles of time and help you study efficiently. It also includes information on how and where to submit Connect assignments that you complete offline, and it lists resources available by chapter and has many other helpful hints on it on how to be successful in this course. It's my way of directing you through the course. I suggest you print it and reference it often. It wasn't fun to make, so I must think it's worthwhile. Now let's talk about Connect, that little thing that comes with your textbook. It's where you complete the majority of homework, your Learn Smart Adaptive Learning quizzes, you can access media, and take your chapter tests on the Connect website. The only exception is the portfolio assignment. Important note here, Connect and Canvas are paired together. The gradebook is on Canvas, the work is on Connect. You must access Connect through the Canvas modules link every time you complete any type of assignment, or you won't get credit on it. And remember, there's a solutions manual to all the end of chapter exercises, problems, everything on Connect in the library. Feel free to use it. If you're working on a problem and it's difficult for you, pop open the solutions manual, go to the end of your chapter, find the problem, and see how they solved it in the solutions manual. They give you detailed information. Sometimes the problem is exactly the same that you'll be working on. Sometimes it's an algorithmic version. Either way, the solutions manual provides you with specifics on how the solutions were derived. Very helpful. There are also other things that are available on Connect, so explore that website and see what suits your learning style. I made something new this semester on Connect. It's a Connect practice area by chapter. For every chapter, there's a practice area for you to play. Completing the assignments is optional, but I think it will be beneficial for some of you. There is an author-created narrated PowerPoint if you would like a lecture on the chapter. Their lectures are about an hour long and very professionally done. There are several practice guided questions. These are exercises from the end of the chapter material where you're guided through the steps of solving it in great detail. You can find the exercises easily because the name of the exercise identifies the topic and it makes it easy to find. Some of these are your actual homework. There are also practice exams you can take to get ready for real exams. The questions are not the same on the practice exam as they are on the test. That would completely lack integrity. But the topics are the same, so you'll know what will be tested. You are required to do any portfolio assignment in this class and submit the link to your ePortfolio on the Canvas homepage in the Link Submittal button area. In this assignment, you'll be asked to write a brief reflection that explains how you feel the assignment fits into your program and your specific field of study. Please use your best writing and analytical skills to answer that. Salt Lake Community College is committed to doing outcomes assessment. In this course, we assess your ability to use time value of money techniques. I'll be using the Chapter 6 exam in your portfolio assignment to do this. A couple of quick things. Code of conduct. You're expected to work independently on all exams, where the code of conduct will be used to deal with it. If you need an ADA accommodation, here's specific information on how to get that. Please do it before class. Here you can see emergency evacuation procedures. We do live in a day and age, don't we? And now you can see our Title IX statement. Boy, Salt Lake Community College takes Title IX very seriously. So, there's some information regarding that. Here's a note about responsibility. I'll do my best to help you. Please read this note. It's up to you to pass the course. You can see a course outline right here. Finally, successful completion of this course requires you take responsibility for completing it in a timely fashion. Don't get behind. Stay current. Take small bites one at a time. Use the course schedule. Good luck, and I hope you have a wonderful, successful experience.